Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Infinity Wars. Me, Rainbow20, where we last left off, we were doing a tad bit more of Infinity mode. And now, as I promised last time, we're going to be building a deck together. Well, more of I'll be building a deck while explaining it to you, even though, yeah. Anyway, new. Sure, why not? So as the deck implies, I was planning on doing a Varroa deck. I don't have a lot of Varroa cards, but I also like them. I like them as a faction, which is why I thought about doing them, and since no one ever replied, so why not? Well, no one ever really comments on my videos, so if anyone wanted to do anything, well, too bad. Then again, I haven't looked at my channel like the past couple of days. So yeah. The Varroa unlimited character is the Varroa Death Worshipper, which I kept trying to get. Whenever a character dies without being sacrificed, Varroa Death Worshipper gets +2/+2. In an Infestation deck, if you do a combination Varroa Infestation, it can be very powerful just to have this on the field. However, as it's one unlimited character to another, it'll be very hard to draw, so... But first things first, a deck must always have 3 commanders, no more, no less. Well, it can't have any more, and it most definitely shouldn't have less. I'm going to do Rita Shadow Priestess as one of my commanders. It's a unique character card to this. Basically, it's just plus, it creates it's a token spawn, and it can sacrifice these tokens to heal itself. As for free sacrificial characters, Rita's Thrall. I'm thinking about making this a sacrifice deck, and I know for a fact this thing is in the core set. I'm fairly certain that there's nothing... I'm fairly certain that I don't have anything at all that wouldn't be allowed in core. Yes, I'm going to put up Varroa, the Lone Keep. This is a location card. Creatures without... As the card states, creatures without flying may not attack me. Where only one character without flying may attack me each turn, however, I lose morale very quickly. And I'll need to find alternate means to get morale. Word of Command would be useful if I ever bothered with it. Reflective Shield, not really. Lightning Blast. You'll see that I'm getting a lot of those. I like removal. Varroa is known for being removal. For being removal central. Heatwave is also good for token spam. Devil's Bargain seemed like a good idea. I should probably get my commanders first. Demoralize? Not really. Oh yes, a Dark Wish. It's one of the best cards for Varroa, just because it's extremely versatile. For 5 cost, you can create a 16/16 Flying Demon character. Draw 3 cards. Search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. Deal 10 damage to target character, raise target character from your graveyard to your support zone at any time. The only issue here is that you have to use pure Varroa, and it's an epic card, and it's choose one. But still, that's a very useful card in my opinion. If I'm going to be doing a sacrifice heavy deck, I might as well take Blood Arrow, just 10 free damage as long as I sacrifice something. Magic Siphoner. Seems like it would combo well with using any of my removal. And now to build up a ton of Varroa Death Worshippers, at least 20. And once again, I'm neglecting to put anything in the Commander Zone, which I need to do 3 Commanders. So what I'm going to do, Battlefield Scavenger as a Commander, and an Aether Acolyte, because I'm somewhat ability heavy, or at least trying to go ability heavy. Aether Acolyte gets +1/+1 each time I play an ability card. Battlefield Scavenger, as long as it's in the defensive zone, I draw a card. If it dies, I draw a card. Basically just free card draw. I will put a Demon of Fear. 10/10 flying whenever I can pay X when it comes into play, and when I pay X, X is the number of characters I return to the opponent's support zone. And I'm going to shove, and minimum 40 cards in order to play, but you know me, I do way more than 40. Which isn't necessarily a good thing because it means it's hard to draw the cards I want, but I like having options. Beast of Burden. It is morale-less, or at least doesn't cost any morale, and it's a fairly high damaging creature. I've only been gone for a few days because I've been doing other games, and then I was like, it's a little late, I don't feel like doing anything, and then it just gets to the point where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. So I've been just kind of blowing this off, and I'm sorry if anyone was looking forward to this. That's why I always recommend someone goes and, well, I'm doing sacrifices, give me Rita's Thrall. Basically, if sacrificed, he just returns. He returns from the graveyard to play after 2 turns as his ability. Yeah, but yeah, I've been blowing this off, and I'm sorry to anyone who's interested, but yeah. I don't have a lot of unique characters in this deck. In fact, I only have 1. And I think the last time I made a Varroa deck, I had the Varroa Brute in place of this Scavenger. So I'm doing something different, but I'll have these 3 because I know exactly what I'm probably going to do now. The Varroa Kidnapper's ability is when it comes into play, takes an opponent's card out of the game until it's dead, until the Varroa Kidnapper dies. However, this is useful for keeping things out of play. Death Rays, because I would like to get rid of cards occasionally. Reflective Shield. Right, can you go away? Now, this isn't enough. I'm going to go to the general deck and see what else I could pull out. I only have 1 unique character thus far, so I'm going to shove a Later Immortal Traveler just to give me more options. Conscripted Militia, they're unlimited, and they're actually quite useful, but I only have 2 of them, which drastically reduces their effectiveness because I can't make much use of their benefit. So I'm going to be ignoring them. Wealthy Nobles are always something you want to shove in a deck. Yobo, who nobody likes. I never ran him in a deck, and it might be useful just because he's quite tough, and I gain... it's some morale gain, which Varroa does not have. I don't have any cards that remove things from play, so I'm definitely going to need some Grave Rob. And you can see this is where all the abilities are coming from. Now we're going to put it into Calamity because it's a good... no. There's a card that actually combos with the Calamity, but I don't have that. At least I don't think I have it. No, I don't. So I can't shove it in there. I will shove the 2 Called Shots in, and then the Assassinates. 2 Rifts of the Old World, and 2 Vandalizes. And then Fireballs, because why not? So this is the Varroa Core. Oh, Core. Yep, it's legal. So we will save this deck. And as we have it, let's go test it out in the core game mode. And I'll be back soon once we get a game. Hello! Oh god. Considering I don't design decks very well, I'm probably not going to do much of anything. The Wealthy Noble is going out immediately, which allows me to shove a Battlefield Scavenger into this. And who is this? Titan of the New World. Okay then. That is disgusting. It can only be... what? How's that fair? Okay. So I'm going to place this into the defensive zone, and if he doesn't do anything right away, I'm going to start getting some free cards. So now we get our Varroa Death Worshipper, but I'm also going to shove down our Varroa Brute. I can leave this in the defense zone, because even if it dies, it's not... Even if it dies, I get more free card draw. And what is this? Enraged Hulker, pay... Okay. Okay, and it's just one-time buff. I'm gonna want some removal for that. Unfortunately, I didn't design this deck well enough to do that type of drawing. Now, Varroa Brute can survive. And I will shove a fireball onto your face, and I'll put this in the defensive zone in order to make sure that this doesn't die anytime soon. Oh, I should have brought a magic siphon around. Anyway, these two are in the defensive zone now, and I will start putting down Death Worshippers. In the... Okay. Undo, undo. I'm going to Heat Wave, and then I'll summon this one instead. Why, you may ask? If I don't Heat Wave, this thing is going to start trampling through these, so no matter what, I have to Heat Wave. And I might have done well in doing so. If I can get another Heat Wave, this dies. Called Shot and Assassinate. That doesn't kill it. It has to be in a combat zone too, right? No. Can I target you? This isn't Hearthstone. It won't tell me if I'm even allowed to do that or not. So I'm going to just avoid it. And I don't have any abilities, but I can do Called Shot. So I'm actually just going to play you. And then I'm going to Called Shot you in the attack zone. Ah! Should have expected that. Oh well. Didn't expect it. And I get some free card draw out of this. Oh, he lives. We'll put Rita down, and she'll survive most anything. Oh, Rabbit Rabbit. Bloody undead creature. We're gonna shove down the Death Worshippers. You most definitely can survive, but we are going to fireball this, which will turn you into a 7/7, which will probably block most anything. So we'll end our turn and hope for the best. What is that? Unless that's Trading Post, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Gather Thoughts. I didn't look at that. Based in... Oh, no, I want to look at Gather Thoughts. Shuffle the top 3 cards in your graveyard into your deck. Draw a card. I should start trying to do damage. And I don't have anything else. Now, who are you? All characters your opponent can trust at -2. Alright. Rita's Shadow Priestess would actually make a lot of sense to start using, just to get some sacrifice bait out. And I'll put the Varroa Hulk, so if you start taking damage, well, we'll know what happens. I'm over my maximum hand size. I will remove a Rift to the Old World. No, Vandalize, yeah. Flames of War? Or Winds of War? I really like this song right now. So that actually is starting to give you your buffs. I'll put you out of the field. And I should consider Grave Rob, just in case. No. Okay, done. We're gonna undo that. Why, you may ask? Well, actually, we're going to summon this one as well, just to start giving more buffs to this acolyte so she doesn't die. Actually, let me do you. And I'm going to cast an assassinate on you. I couldn't hit the end turn button to save my life. I'm actually going to activate this and sack to heal her back up to full to prevent removal. I should have been attacking more because now you have some of these things out for the field. However, I've got some fairly tough creatures in response to that. So... Oh wait, you're in a location! I'm an idiot. Rift of the Old World. Goodbye. Why didn't I realize that sooner? And then... Mana Siphoner. Actually, no, we'll just do this. Unlimited character. The pain! Completely didn't realize that that thing was out in the field, and now they all hit me in the face. Yes, I'm not good at this deck, and unfortunately I have to kill you through physical effects, which I have just enough damage to do that. Actually, no, I have to do it in this fashion. And I'm not pulling out any of my death effects. I'm going to try to draw a card and get more Death Worshippers. This should be a fairly good sign of remove some of the things that you have in your hand. Actually, there's no reason to do this. There's no reason to do that at all, so I'm just going to summon Rita's Thrall. And I don't have any other sacrifice effects except for Blood Arrow if I get lucky. Actually, just in case you move the Titan... Ah! Beat me at my own game. Okay, Death Ray on you. Death Worshipper, Death Worshipper. I'll put you out here. And I would grave... Actually, I will grave rob. Goodbye to anything useful. Higher health creature in front. And I could put Rita... I'll put Rita's Thrall out as some sacrifice... as some bait to defend. Just to make sure that that card dies. Actually, I'm pulling back on this a lot, and I should think this through beforehand, but I'm not for some silly reason. I'll put Wealthy Noble out, just to make sure I don't die from this. Brutality! Ouch! Right. Let us save myself Hubris of the Strong on you. We'll shove out more Death Worshippers. And is there anything I'd like to change? Yes, in the off chance that you shove this over here to try to protect your claim, the Hubris of the Strong should fix that. Called Shot. On who? Yeah. No, well, because there's so many cards in this, you can't really figure out what's going to happen next. And I'm fairly certain I've actually lost this. Undo. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm going to lose this. No matter. It's not really as if I didn't expect it. I mean, I just made this deck. I don't intimately understand it that well. Make it a battlefield scavenger. So I'm going to move you out here. And then I'm going to do the same preemptive that I've done before. In the hopes of getting more power out of you. Oh wait. Rita's Thrall. It might save me just... Ooh! I didn't even realize the morale that went into this. I keep doing this, I don't know why. I'm thankful that they even allow you to end turn. Unstoppable. Wasn't that great. But it was just so morale-wing! Out of nowhere. Well, no, not out of nowhere. I noticed the fact that we might have gotten a morale victory out of that, but... yeah, so that was a core game, which... really, it only prevents the extremely silly cards from being used, like, really, you won't see anything strange in core. Like, say, the Calamity. Like, if I put Calamity in this, and went to core... oh no, that's actually legal. What is legal in core, then? I'm curious. Hang on. I want to look this up now, because... yeah, but that was my X... what is core? Core Infinity War sets. That involved the Star Trek cards, because I'm fairly certain those exist somewhere, and I don't remember where they are. Actually, let me see if I can find them. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not gonna spend any of my Infinity Points on this. I'm saving up my Infinity Points for booster packs. More specifically, an Infestation booster pack for obvious reasons. And if you're wondering what's been in my inventory, I have a IP and XP boost, but I haven't sat down and played for long enough for me to actually warrant it. I might set some time aside tomorrow to do that. But that was the explanation of core, and depending on the time, which I have no memory of, yeah, we might do a bit more. Might. Ranked, I can't do ranked as of right now. Merged, hang on. Okay. So... final verdict on Infinite and Core, they are extremely fun game modes. Really no difference that I would find reasonable, if only because I don't have a large enough card collection yet for me to start encountering issues involved with Core and Infinite. Alternative win conditions probably will still apply and other such things like that, like say the Mr. Chapters, which I have no memory of who he was. I could spot, yeah, here he is. Jinlu who rewrites history. End of each turn, Jinlu in the defense zone, he gains a chapter. The alternative victory conditions like this probably aren't allowed, but this one, because I don't understand anything at all, this is probably the case, that it can just be put inside the, it'll probably run anyway. Yeah. I'm trying to sound smart, but I know full well that I'm not. Anyway, so I hope you've all enjoyed this bit of deck building and playing the core sets, which is exactly the same as Infinite mode. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching. This has been Brainport20. Let's play Infinity Wars, and I'm signing off. Next time, we will probably just continue playing Infinite mode until I can get to ranked. And I'll probably play a bit more on my own spare time in order to get a booster pack and see the verdict on that. Yeah. Sorry for the incredible confusingness in this episode. It's just I can't really commentate this easily, as I'm not used to it. Yeah, give me until like give me until episode 10, and I'll probably be a lot better than I was when I started this. Anyway, so long.